My doctor called it terminal. I laughed. If I was dying, my pathetic life was going out with a bang and taking my gorgeous, neglectful husband, my Ice King CEO, and my bratty neighbor with me. Game on. 2. After my cancer diagnosis, I, the perpetual pushover, decided to let loose. My gorgeous husband looked down on me. My cold-hearted boss belittled me. My toxic neighbor bullied me. So I screwed them all. Until my icy CEO boss asked with reddened eyes, when are you getting divorced? I refused to be the other man. My cocky younger neighbor smirked. Come upstairs once your husband falls asleep. My beautiful husband, shirtless in an apron, coming home for dinner tonight. After everything blew up, they found my cancer diagnosis. The three of them cried all night, each making their decision. But then, I discovered it was a misdiagnosis. After I got the cancer diagnosis, I kind of zoned out. I didn't even hear the constant ping of notifications on my phone. When I finally snapped back to reality, my ringtone was blaring. The screen flashed the name, Mr. Thorne. I pressed answer, and my boss, Adrian Thorne's voice, came through colder than ice. Harper, who authorized you to take the afternoon off? Today's reports haven't been submitted. Be back at the office by 9 p.m. tonight to finish your work. Mr. Thorne. I went to. The word hospital didn't even make it out of my mouth before the line went dead. Just the busy signal buzzing in my ear. I hung up and walked home like a zombie. The moment I opened the door, a courier box was thrown right at my feet. Standing in front of me was a man with striking features and an air of expensive arrogance. He hooked his finger around the thin, silky strap of the lingerie I had just bought, a sneer curling his lips. Pure lust style slip. You didn't actually think wearing this would make me interested in you, did you? He took a step forward, looking down at me with disdain. Even if I, Julian Sterling, am a washed-up actor now, a boring, dull woman like you is still way out of your league. Marrying you was just a utility. You better have some self-awareness and stop fantasizing about me, you idiot. The mean man in front of me was my husband, Julian Sterling. No one would guess he used to be a gentle, noble Academy Award winner. But the entertainment industry moves fast. Past 28, he couldn't compete with the fresh, young faces anymore. He didn't want to sleep his way to the top, so he quickly chose to marry me, a civilian outsider. Bluntly put, he needed a safe woman to settle down with so he could pivot his image to artistic family man. When he proposed, I felt like I was walking on clouds, because I was Julian's biggest fan. Who wouldn't want to marry their idol? But in 2 years of marriage, Julian never slept in the same room as me. Mostly, I got cold shoulders or verbal mockery. I went from anticipation to numbness. I silently walked over and picked up the nightgown he threw on the floor. Julian's voice rang out above my head. Saturday night, 9 p.m. Accompany me to the gala at the South Lake Hotel. That is your only use. Got it? I didn't say a word, just clutched the nightgown and retreated to the study. Back in the study, I heard the thump-thump of renovation noises from upstairs. It was 7 p.m. The noise showed no sign of stopping. Upstairs lived my neighbor, a rich trust fund kid. When he first moved in, he added me on text to ask some questions. Later, he started asking me to grab his packages. I thought, we're neighbors, so I always help. But now, I looked at the text message in my hand. Contact, neighbor. You're the one who complained to the HOA about me, right? 3. The correction letter arrived on a sunny Tuesday. Severe administrative error. It read, no cancer, just a swapped file. Relief was a cold wave, followed by a hotter, sharper fear. Because last night, after their tearful confessions, each man had made a decision. Julian signed over half his assets. Adrian resigned from his company. The neighbor sold his penthouse. Their sacrifices, laid at my feet, were now a ticking bomb built on a lie. My phone lit up with a group text from an unknown number. We know the truth, Harper. And we have a new proposal for you. The doorbell rang.